let's continue with this video. Okay, once you have identified the problem or opportunity, when your respondent give clues that these are the things that they want, okay, that's you have to pick up from there. Okay, move on. Okay, then you have to define the scope of the project. Okay, for example, if you are you have identified the problem as there is no clear definition, or there is no training, okay, for staff. Okay, then this is the system that you're going to suggest is to enhance the training. Okay, the scope of the project is to provide training to staff, since they have system but they did not use the system because after your investigation you find out that there is no training for the staff, so they need training. Okay, then for another view, they say you identify that they don't have system. Okay, if they don't have system, you're going to suggest system, electronic system or computerized system. Okay, and the scope, let's say they mentioned they need really need the system for recording sales. Okay, so the scope of your study is to create system for sales. Okay, then you need to identify, is there any constraint of time, constraint in terms of budget, constraint in terms of staff. Okay, you have to ask the owner or the supervisor what is the budget for them to create this system. Okay, let's say if they mention they are willing to invest about 2,000 ringgit for the system. Okay, so that's the limit, right? That's the amount of money they can let go in order to get the system. So you have to bear in mind, with 2,000 ringgit, what can you purchase? Okay, or with 2,000 ringgit, what can you do to develop system? Okay, maybe you can make use of whatever computer they have, whatever things inside the business. For example, they have two PCs maybe bought 3 years ago, so still can use. Okay, they have Microsoft Office. Okay, so maybe you can invest to purchase software. Okay, accounting software, the cheapest one is 1,700. Okay, so when we talk about accounting software, you can purchase ready market, okay, and install. The thing is, we can adjust, we can design input, we can design also the output. The reports we can customize, we can rearrange the report, we can rearrange the input as well. Okay, so basically this course will help you to design the input, will help you to design the output. right? So done with number 2. Number 3, perform fact finding. Okay. When you talk to them, you will have to ask them how many staff you have. Maybe they say, okay, we have 5 staff, 1 in charge of the supervisor, in charge of everything, all rounders. Then we have cashier, we have a salesperson, okay, 2 salesperson, we have 1 person in charge of purchasing, another 1 person in charge of inventory. Okay, if they have several employees, you can draw the organization chart. Okay, if possible, try to get the job scope of each employee, job scope. So cashier, what they do, the salesperson, what they have to do, okay, what's their job actually, okay, a purchasing person, what actually they do, an inventory officer or clerk or executive, what actually they do. Okay, from there you can create the chart, okay, who report to who, and then you can determine whether there is separation with duties, whether there are any internal control. Okay, then you can observe the operation, how they organize things. Okay, whether cashier or whether let's say if you go to any shopping center, when you want to pick up when you want to buy something, sometimes you can go straight away to the cashier, sometimes you have to hand over to salesperson or sales girl. Sales girl will write something, okay, docket. Okay, observe carefully what inside the docket. Normally they have item number, the selling price. If they have discount, they will deduct the discount, and you have the net price. Okay, then they prepare in several copies. 1 copy is handed over to you, another copy is sent to the cashier. Okay, when you go to the cashier, you have to give the slip, okay, and hand over the payment. And if you don't use cash, you can use credit card or debit card. Okay, so they will process the payment. Okay, once you have paid, they will produce receipt. Okay, and balance given back to you. Right. So whatever I told just now are the procedure or the process. So you have to write down the process in your report. Okay. So if you go to the shopping mall or supermarket, they have very complex system. Okay. But if you go to a smaller shop, they don't have that. Okay. Maybe you take the goods you want to buy, straight away go to cashier, tender your payment, and you get back the your balance. But the thing is, observe carefully whether they punch in, whether they scan or not. Okay, whether they give to you the receipt or not. Okay, you have to check. Let's say you buy 10 items, should have the receipt should be tally with the item get. You're paying for 10 items. Okay, right. So if they have procedure but they do not practice, okay, the problem is not following procedure. So if they don't follow the procedure, you need to try to identify what actually the problems, why they are not following the procedure. Okay, all right. Next, we conduct user survey. Sometimes you have many employees, you can use survey. But if you have 1 or 2 employees, you can just interact with them through interview. You need to prepare a survey unless you have many employees. Then study usability, cost, benefit, and schedule data. We have to conduct. Okay, let's say if you create a system, let's say sales system. Okay, we want to know whether they are going to use or not. If we create system they are not willing to use, they don't want to use, it is a waste of resources. Okay, waste of everything. Okay, so we need to conduct survey. If you are given the system, whether you are going to use or not, we want the as a developer, as an analyst, we want them to use whatever system that we develop. Okay, then we want to measure cost and benefit. Let's say you invest 2,000 ringgit and you want to see whether there is a benefit or not. Okay, you invest 2,000 ringgit to create a system and to install a system, but the benefit is more than the cost. Okay, it's good. Okay, benefits could be in terms of monetary, benefits could be in terms of satisfaction. If you have a system and your customer is satisfied with the service, meaning that they said they don't have to wait long to pay, when they buy products from the shop, they are satisfied because the calculation is correct. Okay. For example, if let's say previously they're using manual system, under manual system there are a lot of complaints about wrong calculation. So when we migrate to new system, which is a computerized system, customer are happy, okay, with the system, right? So cost benefit. Then we have to prepare schedule. Okay, schedule data. Okay. Right, I will continue with the next video.